Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, here we have it. Game 2 of Liquid versus Gaming Gladiators. What do you make from this, Fog? Do you think Liquid do have a better shot here, or are you concerned with some of the matchups that they'll be playing into this game?
Definite concerns, just like last time, gotta be honest. I think there's so many different answers. Hello there. I think the Spirit Breaker pick's actually really clever, because it adds so much more global threat to the map that Gaming just, they can thrive off of. You know, this SF pick versus this Lesh, you know, SF does well versus Lesh. But what if a Spirit Breaker comes charging through over and over again to just secure some kills? So I definitely have my concerns there. However, for Liquid, you know, the one good thing is they do have fast fighting heroes and also good team fight that comes together. But yeah, I think Gaming, they've got kind of all the answers again. This TB, the way they forced it as this third pick, they see the SF, so they're like, okay, TB versus SF, you know, you get this Requiem, it's one of the best heroes in the game, just to be able to sit back and wail on him, and once you get to that point in the later stage of the game, and I feel like Gaming, they've got multiple layers of how they want to play this game, early game, mid game, late game, if they need to get there.
Sure, I mean, and how do things, you know, like, do you like sort of the core setup that Liquid have with this offlane Pango, you know, and Mickey on the AUK, and Nisha on the SF?
I've never really been a huge fan of the offlane Pango. I think I say that most of the times. It can work. It just sometimes the lane it falters. It's just unable to really get too much done. But I mean, let's see what Liquid can do. They should be able to get a first blood here. Just like last time, Nisha gets it. Definitely an important one to get. Yeah, let's see how these lanes end up going down.
Sure. I mean, yeah, how's this matchup in the mid then? SF against Lesh?
It's a good SF matchup. Yeah. Lesh should still be able to farm, but SF does have a kill threat and stuff like that. But there's a Spirit Breaker, so it's not going to be that true 1v1 likely this game. And yeah, let's see. They're actually looking to start as a tri-lane potentially here on the side of Liquid. They have the stun leveled up. They have the Skyrest low. I think this is a good answer. This is really nice to at least be able to shut down Ace. They can get lots of kills down here versus this double melee. Stun, Blood Grenade. They got a concussive shot, walks into melee range. But Tofu's actually able to get a bash and dissuade it.
Yeah, kind of hard for them to make a go when it is just the two of them.
Yeah, I thought Insania perhaps was just going to skill Penitence and just go for like the fighting with his allies instead of just going for the creep early pickup, but instead wants to go for this. It's Tofu.
Actually able to find Boxy's courier.
So let's get it.
Take out his tangos and an extra clarity for now.
Right, they got to keep going though on Ace. Like, if they're going to run this tri lane here, they have to just try to shut down this Bloodseeker ASAP.
They're going to try again. And this time, Insania, he's around to help out with some extra right clicks.
He's speedy, though.
He is.
He gets all three heroes with the Blood Right.
He's fast enough. Yeah, he's out of there.
And
I mean, if Tofu gets a bash, he gets a kill. He won't, though. A couple of hits won't get lucky on the RNG. But quite the effort put into trying to take Ace down, and they do not succeed.
Heroes are low. All three of them got hit. He just started moving, what, almost 400 movement speed because of that Blood Right plus Thirst.
Yeah, Boxy's going to deny himself to neutrals. Doesn't want to stay out on the map as low as he is.
No. And right now, Quinn, he's played this matchup a million times. Even though Nisha got first blood, he is going to be handing his own. And this does put Zai on an island. He is now going to be alone versus this Terrorblade. So Zai going to probably get next to nothing up here unless they start switching stuff up soon.
Sure. And what are sort of the difficulties with the offlane Pango?
You're just squishy. You're incredibly squishy, and every time you want to use your abilities to last hit, but you can't because then you don't have an escape mechanism. So
they're going to try and go for Quinn in the mid. Quinn, he's turning over the combo to Nisha. Nisha, he's got stick though. Another raise and a right click. Nisha will get the kill here with it. Extra help coming in.
I think this is just exactly how Boxy has to play though. I think he needs to just like move between lanes constantly. They're just going to have to accept the fact that Zai's going to be sacked. And just, yeah, constant move around, get some stacks going, play the map with this Skyreth in order to enable yourself to at least have a chance going out of these lanes. Because Gaming, their lanes just look fantastic. It's a Terrorblade that's going to completely free farm. And they've got matchups that just look very good on paper, right? They've got the Bloodseeker versus the Pango, limited catch overall on the side of Liquid, and then they have that Terrorblade, of course, versus the SF. And yeah, lots of global threat. That's definitely a bit of the scare there, too, is once Gaming starts getting off the board here with the Spirit Breaker IO, they can just outnumber constantly.
Okay, he's just being kept low every single time there. Great harassment from Ace.
There's been a... I remember if you remember like 2000, Insania actually stepping up very far.
They can go for it. Got the blood right.
They get a bash.
Okay, he's got a concoction ready to throw out, so they won't be able to dive for tower as of yet. Turn towards Tofu. Tofu should be fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Mika and Insano, they just don't have the offensive potential outside the concoction to go for this sort of kill.
I think it was TI9 when people were picking the Bloodseeker a lot just to counter the Alchemist in most situations. And I think it still kind of stands. Even though Alk has gotten these tremendous buffs, Insania, he actually steps up. He's dead.
They'll get back in. They'll take him out. Tofu, he'll go down in return, but Ace, he's going to be more than happy with this.
Yeah. And yeah, the reason for that Bloodseeker versus Alk, you just have insane armor. You can trade effectively perfectly with Alchemist. Acid Spray gets flown down, or dropped down. You have 3 armor on Alchemist. If you look at Bloodseeker, he's sitting at 10. So even under Acid Spray, he can trade effectively versus the Alchemist, sustain off the creeps.
I mean, absolutely, yeah, we're seeing some of these right clicks from Ace just...
They hurt.
They absolutely do.
Boxy.
Not fun for Mickey to lane into.
They get a bash. He's also going to go down. Already all 3 lanes looking amazing. Even though Quinn did die the one time, he is able to just farm versus Nisha anyway, and there's always threat of this Spirit Breaker moving around. Like Ace, he can perhaps be left on his own bottom.
I think
and
so.
then the Spirit Breaker can just constantly charge around, make these lanes very, very difficult for the side of Liquid.
I don't know how much sort of an Alk and a Chen do to threaten this Bloodseeker now at this point. I think Ace is chilling.
I think he can just actually even get kills down here constantly with Tofu charges.
Good stun here in the mid. They're trying to make an attempt onto Quinn, but he lands the stun onto the 2 of them. Top lane, Zai.
He's looking dead.
He's gone. Getting this early gold lead here, Gaming Gladiators. Some very favorable early moves here, falling into motion.
I mean, everything's looking incredible for them. We've seen Ace play this offlane Bloodseeker a couple times now, too. Not only just versus like Pango and stuff like that, he does like to play it. And he has some cool itemization. I mean, we saw him go like Atos and stuff like that, but I've also just seen him go for like the auras. And yeah, this feels like, I mean, honestly, either item choice this game looks very good. All 3 of those cores farming very nicely. Yeah, Boxy, he's got to start making some successful rotations, start getting some kills here to reestablish things for Liquid.
Again, trying to go for this mid.
It's not easy.
But Quinn's playing it smart. Well, we saw last game how much pressure they put onto Quinn. You know, Quinn, he's prepared for this sort of aggression from Liquid.
Yeah, Boxy just got to be careful also how far he does step up versus Tofu constantly.
We're going to try and turn towards the IO, but Celery's able to keep his distance safely, and yeah, Nisha's got to be careful how much he commits towards the IO. Quinn, ready to go on him if the SF steps forward.
Rune, 8 seconds. Who's going to get it, Gaming? They're bringing the numbers. There's a creep on bottom side from Chen. Who's going to get it? It'll be Nisha.
Yeah, Nisha still able to get it bottled up, but they will lose. Boxy here. Nisha trying to get Tofu, but some good body blocks here from Celery. Giving Tofu the chance to get out. He's going to opt for the TP, and Tofu, he's away. And Celery, he's got tether back up.
He even gets a D-ward as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, there you have it. Gaming Gladiators just dancing around Liquid in this mid lane.
Duracho is incredibly deep. They're making a rotation for him.
He'll die for this one.
He is so far up.
Very, he's going to try and deny to the Ancients.
Oh, my goodness.
Won't get the chance. Liquid, they do get the kill. And indeed, Duracho pushing his luck a bit too much there with that deep farming position beyond the tier 1 tower. Did not respect the fact that a TP from Nisha was to be coming in.
I think it was like a double wave or something like that, just pushing onto Zai, so was forcing him away. Trying to force him away, so gets punished for it. A standard Duracho death, though, right? There's always at least 1 or 2 of those in the game.
You know, it's part of sort of Game Gladiators' formula, and it's a winning formula at that.
Yep. Insania gets ruptured. Charge is coming through. Also going to go down. Mika can't get a turn kill. He actually stuns himself.
Didn't manage to throw it out now.
Uh-oh, the bash.
Lovebright's going to connect. He's still got the chemical rage, though, so too much HP regen to... So Gaming Gladiators won't look to dive.
Mid, Celery, continue just to play perfectly around Quinn anytime there's an aggressive move.
Yeah, it's just super hard for Boxy to now team up with Nisha and get anything really done here. Celery keeping Quinn perfectly safe each and every effort that comes out from Liquid towards him.
Gaming's just so good about covering the way these lanes do go down. Perhaps they can get Celery here. He's still alive somehow.
And the stun's there. They're coming in with a charge. Celery will die, but now Nisha, he's in a dangerous spot. Get the Requiem off.
Nice.
Now Requiem will not only save him, but get him that additional kill onto Tofu. So this time round, Nisha able to prevail.
Nice.
Bottom.
Okay. He's got Chemical Rage up in a second.
Sure.
And some Tango, so we'll be able to heal back up. But he's constantly a threat. I mean, Ace, he's just zooming. He's having an absolutely free game on this Bloodseeker. Offlane Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting at sort of the same net worth as an Alchemist. You know, an Alchemist, of course, that has that inbuilt Greevil's greed. Now, Ace, he's just getting that much from this lane.
Zai does have Vanguard finished up, but he's still very squishy if they do make any type of rotation. And yeah, Tofu, he's just waiting for targets to charge pretty much the entirety of this laning phase.
Making the move top. I'm going to try and catch Dyrachyo again, Liquid.
He definitely is killable. I mean, we see the SF is definitely able to get on top of him and kill him if they do get any type of slow connection.
Bottom lane.
Dyrachyo going to be more careful, though.
Charge coming in from Tofu, and Senya's holding back. Ace, he's got a Rupture. Rupture, and Tofu in with the charge.
Another
TPs
bash.
are coming in to try and help Insania out. It's Tofu. He should get taken out. He's actually got the distance here from Mickey. Boxy will have another spell to throw down. So Tofu will fall. They get in, they get a kill, and Ace, he gets out. Ace able to continue to survive and stay happy on the bottom lane.
Rotating Quinn down here. Mickey, he still has Chemical Rage. And they are actually turning for a kill. This could be a bit of a bait.
Celery.
Can they finish him?
Tether. See if they can keep this Bloodseeker alive.
Nice dodge.
Ace, he's speeding up, and he's getting out of there. As Liquid couldn't quite kill him yet again. Ace surviving.
IO Bloodseeker, super speedy. Good dodge there, at least from Mickey. Not getting connected by the stun. That could have actually turned onto them very quickly. Things started to get a bit more reestablished here for Liquid with these constant rotations from Boxy.
Just a lot of farm, Dyrachyo top net worth. Despite that early death, he's still farming an absolute treat on this top half of the map.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Bloodseeker, he's having, like you said, that amazing game, and he is that big answer for Zai in pretty much all stages of the game. And we see that itemization this time from Ace. It's going to be a Vessel. So dealing with that heal that's coming from the Chen, dealing with the Chemical Rage and stuff like that as well, too, that's going to be the option this time from Ace.
And Zai's having a slow start, so unlikely to be able to get those sort of item timings that may help him survive against the aggression of Gaming Gladiators.
Big rotation.
With a rotation. Rolling Thunder across the two of them will manage to split Quinn and Celery up for now. Quinn trying to retreat, but a final raise from Nisha catches him, takes him out. As Zai, he'll be able to look towards Celery as well. Good rotation here. I'll help Zai catch up a little bit as Liquid group their forces together and will manage to punish Quinn and Celery. It's good moves. I mean, it's forcing them to bring 5 heroes, but they're punishing the rotations now a couple times versus Gaming Gladiators. Insania's like, I mean, he'll take that, It's a Chen. It's only level 4 Chen that keeps getting picked off, and they're able to make these clean moves. Yeah, let Liquid know they have to turn up with the caution. Both Zai and Nisha TPing in for that bit of action and make sure that Quinn does not get away with this.
And who ended up getting the Wisdom Runes? It was a 1-for-1 exchange. So the levels coming up as supports top. Zai shows his face. Tofu. That was a sick angle. He actually went across the bridge on the left side, gets behind the Pango, and pushes him into Dyrachyo.
That's a kill for cool. Dyrachyo, a tower as well. Dyrachyo's gold continues to roll in.
And that's the... Did that have the... Oh my god, it didn't have the relic, but does kill the courier away from it, Mickey. And Tofu, now he's got Pavis. So, ways to protect his buddies. I love this item build. I think I'm going to say this every time. I think this item is insane on supports. Gives you absolutely everything you want. And I think that is the mech also coming up for the IO. So for Gaming, some good moves coming up from Liquid to at least reestablish things, but Gaming still hitting unbelievable timings across the board here. The Vestal's almost done as well. Mickey, he buys his relic, but goes into dangerous positioning here.
He's pretty deep. He's going to get the Chemical Rage off.
It's ruptured.
But with 4 heroes, a high chance they can burst through this. Mickey's going to turn with the help of the Mystic Flare onto Quinn. Quinn getting low. He's going to live, though. But now, there is one final spell chasing him down. Celery trying his best to heal Quinn up, and with the infused range drop, Quinn is fine. Liquid, they'll lose both Boxy and Mickey.
I mean, Celery, he saves the day. He stands on top of Quinn. He splits the damage of Mystic Flare there.
He's going to look for the sneaky player. He's got an Invis rune. He's TP'd over, has Requiem. Even if he hits, would level 1 Requiem be enough to kill Ace?
I don't think so. He's tanky. Right? He's 1500 HP. He needs
He's going to try.
Oh, he missed the raise.
And now he's in a bit of a dangerous spot. He's going to continue to try and focus him down, but the Pavis is thrown over towards Ace. Gives him a bit of damage block against those right clicks. As Ace, he's going to get out of there. Tofu, he will lose his life for this, but he's able to bail Ace out of that attempt from Liquid.
He missed maybe if the initial raise had hit the first one, but he actually turned. Misses the Q raise there, and they will get a support, but not the big kill on Ace, who has that Vessel now finished up. Clutch little plays from Gaming. Insania probably just going to get ran down here.
For sure, yeah. Quinn and Celery, they know that they can dive this with the numbers that Liquid just showed on the bottom lane. A free kill to be picked up by Quinn.
Zai looking to rotate over, but they don't have a connection over here now. And the relocate's actually immediately coming to bottom.
He's been ruptured. There's a charge coming in as well. They're ready to go all in here onto the SF. He'll try and turn with the raises on towards Quinn. Quinn getting low. And we'll finish him off, but this cleanup looks to be for Gaming Gladiators. They'll take out Boxy. Mickey will pick up a second, but now he's completely isolated.
Zai, he's going to rotate over. Can they turn this?
Gonna turn with a stun. Caught by the bash. Will manage to throw the concoction out. Zai off the mark with a rolling thunder. The second time round will get the catch onto Ace.
Havis.
The Ace trying to see if he can dodge these final rolls of Zai. Stolen here with the Who Stomp. Nice play from Insania. Gets the creep under his control. This time they will finally get this Bloodseeker. McKay picking up the kills, will get his Radiance complete.
And Liquid is doing a good job of at least matching it, the constant aggression that's coming out. They're bringing the numbers. The only thing is, Dota2, he is having a totally free game.
He really is. As I say, he's keeping up with this Alchemist in farm.
Yep.
14 minutes in is quite something. This Terrorblade, he's going to smash the item timings.
Yep, and he's got great core-to-core matchups. As soon as he pretty much gets that Scotty online, that's where Shadow Fiend, Alchemist, they're just going to get completely eaten alive. And Alchemist, who goes for Radiance, that's also kind of thing that Terrorblade likes to play against, because then he gets a Radiance of his own, on top of that aura that comes from the Shadow Fiend as well, too, the presence. All in all, decent job from Liquid, at least to match the aggression, but I feel like Gaming, they're perfectly happy with everything that's going on, because the space, it's being made for Dota2. Bloodstone, I believe, now going to be coming out for Quinn. So it's going to get harder and harder for them to bring down this Leshrac in those type of situations. Now that he's got the Bloodstone, the extra heal, the tankiness that comes from Celery. Liquid have to keep up with matching the aggression, though, because that global threat is just constant. Even this charge bottom, they can set up with the reload.
Tofu with the setup, Quinn with the follow-up. Chemical Rage will only provide him so much safety as they still have no trouble bursting through Mickey's Alk at this point.
Tofu is doing just way too much on the Spirit Breaker. He is 4, 4, and 8. He's part of 12 of the 14 kills. It seems like he's always finding the angles, too, to get these charges. Another one going off. He's on Nisha.
And he's got eyes on Nisha. I mean, Nisha's got a lot of backup.
Nice dodge from Nisha, the illusion.
And in fact, Dota2 stepped up.
He's too far
the
up.
Rolling Thunder and the combo. Celery's in with the heals, keeping Dota2 alive. Dota2 turns with the Sunder. Will mean that Celery himself is in a spot of bother as Zai finishes him with the Rolling Thunder, and Quinn will fall.
Bring the numbers.
Turn and take anything out. He's got the backup of Ace. And considering if they can fight into this, but with Liquid having the high ground, Gaming Gladiators, they'll have to back off. As Dota2, he is saved, but definitely sort of cost the life of Quinn and Celery there in that attempt to bail out the Terrorblade.
Dota2 a little over-aggressive, even though he's having free farm. I mean, his positioning, again, a little too far forward, and absolutely, it gets Quinn killed. He's not tethered. He's not going to get healed from the mech or anything like that. Good response. I mean, even though they lose their Alchemist, they do meet with a nice driving force here in the mid lane.
Closing down that bit of a lead that Gaming Gladiators has had for this early game. Liquid.
And Foxy is also still getting good item timings on his Skywrath. I believe that is the Phylactery. We get to see a Skywrath Phylactery. I think this is probably one of the best heroes to carry it. I'm looking forward to see how much damage he's going to do. Foxy's definitely popped off on Skywrath before. He doesn't have the most stunts to play around this time, but still doing a good job at least matching this constant aggression from Gaming.
Liquid, they'll group up for the push now. Top tier 1 tower should be theirs.
We'll finish it off.
Nisha, of course, does have that Shadow Blade, so can look for those Requiem setups.
And Zai has Blink Dagger also, so he's got ways to perhaps set up for the Requiem, set up for the Mystic Flares too.
Yeah.
They're actually, it looks like they're going to go for the Roche here. They've got the minus armor from Lucky Shot, they've got the Chen auras.
I don't know
if Gaming's going to know this. Yeah, I don't know if Gaming's going to be able to make it in time. This is a good move.
That should be a freebie here for Liquid.
Nicely done. Very even game here at the moment. Roche advantage. Now it's going to allow Liquid to play a bit more aggressive too. And as long as they stick together, as long as they don't split up versus this relocate ganks and stuff like that, they can take 5v5 fights.
Yeah, I think definitely a large part of Liquid's strength, it's going to be sort of just baiting out those plays, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of position where Zai's waiting in the trees, ready to jump in with a reaction with the Rolling Thunder, or Nisha, you know, he's hiding and ready to just pop out from the Shadow Blade with the Requiem after Gaming Gladiators commit globally onto one of the other heroes on Liquid.
They do still have to make sure that they're in position to keep playing aggressive, because Dota2, his item timing's about to hit, and that is going to cause some issues for this Alchemist, for the Shadow Fiend. They're about to have Pipe also on Ace, so they're going to have a bit more of an advantage, at least on the auras. Insania, he's getting also kind of close, but still a little bit behind. Just Liquid, I mean, the big thing is don't split up. And if you are going to split up, make sure it's kind of like this buddy system when you do so, because you can't just get caught out from this constant aggression from the relocates.
Absolutely. We've seen how well Gaming Gladiators has been able to use them so far this game.
Mika shows himself top, but he's got his buddies in between him, so he can actually show here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice, close to the BKB as well, Mika.
It's going to be very important to protect him versus the Lesh in particular. Not versus the Rupture and the TB so much, though. Nisha also has a shield rune for the next fight. Could definitely be important.
I mean, what's the plan for Gaming Gladiators now that the Scardy's there and the Terrorblade? Are they looking to fight and get Dota2 involved, or are they just sort of happy to keep the pressure on us for as long as there is space for Dota2 to just continue to roll out these big items?
I think they're chilling and farming. If a fight comes to them, they'll take it if it's in a good position or if they see the relocate opportunities, but I think this is a draft that can scale immensely.
Sure. So ideally for them, Dota2, he's going to want to wait out this BKB before he starts forcing action with the team.
Yeah, wait out the Aegis or the BKBs and like kite them out and stuff like that. I think it's Liquid. They're the ones who have the onus on them to kind of dictate pace of the game. And Gaming, they can kind of just chill back, wait, and pick and choose their battles.
See what Liquid can find here.
They're making an aggressive move, perhaps, to look toward this Tormentor. It's about to be 20 minutes. This could be a huge kill if they find Dyrachyo. Boxy, stalking.
He's already backing off. Maybe even aware that this sort of play could come around that 20 minutes, as you say, when the enemy team's looking to go for a Tormentor snipe.
And they're going to get it. Liquid quickly bringing it down. Insania forced to use the mech, but they do get that shard, and it's a good one. They get it on Boxy. Quinn looking to finish up his BKB. Then maybe they'll look to force a couple more fights here after that Aegis does expire. But you can see they're all just farming. Like Tofu, he's just been chilling on bottom side, getting closer to, closer kind of to BKB, but farming it. Ace as well. Just waiting for timings.
2 minutes left to play with the Aegis on Nisha. Yeah, what more Liquid can find with that?
They have a ward here in the enemy jungle. Can they actually look for some type of setup on it, though? It's dangerous, because if you don't bring enough numbers, they are going to outnumber you on the side of Gaming. And now, yeah, Quinn, he has BKB, so more protection, at least versus all this big magic damage.
Yeah, Solar Crest on Celery. Good Crimson Guard on Zai.
Looks like they might be keen to fight, yeah.
They are indeed just doing it with the four of them. Letting Dyrachyo continue on his creep hitting escapades. That BKB before he's joining the fort.
Liquid still sticking together, though. It's good for them. Quinn tries for the blind stun.
They knew he was around, but didn't quite have the detection on the front line, so Nisha's fine.
Sticking near his buddies.
And now, Liquid, they've got pretty good information in the whereabouts of Gaming Gladiators. We've seen if they can set up some action themselves, as they'll smoke directly towards them. Boxy, looking for the lead-in. They get the setup here. Mid-game with a follow-up. They're going to commit in close towards the Tier 2 tower. Liquid, they're really trying to force this. Zai is in with the Rolling Thunder. They've taken down Tofu, but Tofu's got buyback available. He'll use it immediately. Dyrachyo, he'll be able to turn up to the fight with how close Liquid brought it towards the Tier 2 towers of Gaming Gladiators. Requiem off to the side for Nisho. Pushback salary. Ancient Seal's there. They've taken down the Io. See Mickey is going to get knocked back by the ult of Tofu, and it's going to be into the hands of Dyrachyo. Mickey getting focused down here by the Terrorblade. He'll turn. He's getting chased down here by his own illusion. The reflection will end up killing him off. Mickey to fall. Nisha, he's looking towards Dyrachyo, but can these two finish him off? Dyrachyo, Thunder over towards Ace, takes his HP. He's back up to pretty much full. They've taken out Nisha the once. Boxy, now focused by Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo trying to step in and finish him off, but now he's caught by the Ancient Seal. A couple of right clicks and a raise from Nisha, and it will cost the life for Dyrachyo.
Huge fight for Liquid. I mean, Mika, he gets the stun on the charge onto Tofu. It also connects the Io. They take them both out back-to-back almost instantly before the fight even begins. Huge initiation, and Nisha stands his ground.
Absolutely. I think Liquid's sort of finding that in the last minute of that Aegis on Nisha. A perfect time for them to hold like that.
And the big thing about SF is once you get like these initial kills now with Presence of the Dark Lord, you start reducing further armor. So he had what? I think he had 4 stacks at the end of it.
I think we saw some big hits coming in at the end there from Nisha, no doubt about it.
It absolutely starts to add up.
That was absolutely the Aegis fight that Liquid were hoping to find around Nisha.
Yeah, pretty much perfect timing for them. It was like exactly timing out. And the way that they start the fight too, it's deleting Tofu, deleting Celery, So pretty much the perfect option. That was also Tofu buying back and then dying pretty much immediately afterwards. Nisha. Big stuff for him. Now getting closer to a big damage item. He's going to have that small crit on top of having positioning with the Shadow Blade and Hurricane Pike.
Okay. Being able to finish off Tormentor as Shard for Jan. Sania.
Ooh, that's a big one. They got the two Dream ones, of course, being picked up here. Now we can start getting those creep levels.
I mean,
those auras
as well for Gaming Gladiators, right? It's just sort of Duraccio's in a good spot, but both Quinn and Ace, after quite the hot start, they're falling behind in farm a bit.
They are. Quinn, he has got 5 deaths. I think like the target prioritization from Liquid's been perfect, right? They've been killing this IO off or forcing the IO to remove the tether from the Lesh a couple times to try to protect Duraccio, and it's definitely caused Quinn some issues.
No, I mean, absolutely. Seller, he's really got his hands full with who he tethers across and tries to save in these fights.
And the minus armor, it definitely adds up too. You see the Pango getting this lucky shot onto the Leshrac, the presence of the Dark Lord from the SF. It's a ton of damage.
They're ready to go again. They're trying to sort of bait here with Nisha showing down the mid.
Quinn?
Zai, he's in with the jump.
He's done.
And straight away, they're just able to blow up the Lesh. Quinn doesn't stand a chance. A quick jump there from Liquid, and one that Quinn, he just did not expect at all.
Big stuff.
And Duraccio.
Boxy, careful.
And turn towards Boxy, but Liquid, they've still got backup. Boxy will fall. I mean, Ace and Duraccio on the high ground. It's very difficult for Liquid to get in on this. The BKB's there. They try and make the jump onto Duraccio, but Duraccio will hold his ground and continue to get healed up by Celery. The Liquid, they've got to back off a bit. Tofu, he's in with the charge. He's going to go straight towards Mickey, but he's pushed back here by the Hurricane Pike of Nisha. He shoves back the Spirit Breaker. They'll look over towards Nisha instead. Zai, he's in with the Swashbuckle. Nisha attempting to stand his ground against Duraccio, but this time it's too much. Duraccio, he's in with the cleanup here with the help of Ace as they take down the two of them, Zai and Nisha to fall. Ace ready to chase on for more as Insane is getting run down by the Bloodseeker. Double kill for Ace. This time round, Liquid not able to deal with this Terrorblade and Bloodseeker. They couldn't quite bring Duraccio down.
They walked up high ground versus this TB. It was a fresh delivered BKB as well for Duraccio. I think it completely caught them off guard.
Check the timing here.
He literally just got it he just got it a couple seconds ago at least.
Immediate reaction there to Mickey trying to get the jump on him and Nisha popping the Requiem for the side. This time around, Duraccio was prepared.
And Mickey, his Chemical Rage is done, so he's like, I can't really fight here. Nisha tries to standing ground, but look at the buffs, ready? You'll see Duraccio, he gets Blood Rage, Solar Crest, he gets literally everything thrown onto him, and he just deletes Nisha.
And back in action, Mickey's dead again!
Uh-oh.
Top lane! I mean...
How quick it turns.
What was he doing there? He was on his own.
Relocate play. He just got caught off guard.
I guess he did.
The global threat. Duraccio now. He's got Nisha set up.
He's got the Requiem. This is going to be able to push Duraccio back into the base. A few razors are there. Celery's in with the heals there, and there's the Sunder. Duraccio back up to full HP. The BKB's off. Charge across from Tofu straight towards Nisha. Nisha's out of the game without buyback. Zai, he's going down as well.
And the tier 4 now, or tier 3 now is in trouble. They don't have Glyph. How quick it just explodes on them.
Oh no, they have. Another Glyph's coming in. I mean, this game, it looked like Liquid were really gaining control of it, but these last two fights, I mean, Duraccio, he hit his timings, the BKB was there, and these last two times, they just can't deal with this Terrorblade, especially with the backup of Celery. They're trying to set up with these Requiems. It's just not enough. They can't burst the Terrorblade.
Liquid needed like specific timings in order to be able to take these fights, reacquire Chen creeps, use this Chemical Rage, BKBs, etc. Duraccio, he's just full HP and constantly buffed. That was without Meta. Meta's back up in 5.
And that was without this next full item that he's picked up. He's got the completed Daedalus now.
My lord. So
not a chance of any of these heroes, even Nisha being able to stand his ground and against this Terrorblade. Duraccio's just going to completely destroy them in the DPS.
Look at the buffs. Blood Rage hits like an absolute truck. Super fast attack speed. How quickly it accelerates. Cannot make any mistakes versus Gaming Gladiators.
No. They just take the game from you just like that.
Just like that.
This top set of racks in trouble. We'll see what Liquid can do, as they do have the 5 of them back up. Gaming Gladiators, they'll hold back for now. So they'll definitely feel how good of a spot they are. They're back in. I mean, very much this game, even with those points where Liquid were punching back, there was always that concern, right? When you see a Terrorblade keeping up with an Alk in farm, or keeping ahead, in farm for a lot of parts of this game as well. It's definitely a rough matchup. Nisha, you can see the damage in from Duraccio. He's just dead. He's out of the game.
Mika can't stand his ground.
Boxy's gone as well. They're just, it feels like this is over, and it is.
It is.
It really is. GG is called. Something about Gaming Gladiators.